up, YouTube? D4G here, banging out another video. Hey, we back on the designer train, man. I'm bringing y'all a designer fragrance that we're about to hit this gas or trash review over. And the fragrance in question is gonna be Dunhill Icon Racing Blue. I'm about to let y'all know whether this fragrance is gas or this shit is just trash.
That shit is fucking trash.
Man, let's go ahead and talk about presentation. Now, when it comes to the designers, I rarely got boxes for these, so I'm gonna just have to start skipping that part. But no box, so you know what that means.
Trash.
But the bottle on these are kind of nice, man. I have a 30 ml here, but I also have a 100 ml. Now, the 100 ml are shaped like this, bro. These shits is so heavy, man. It's like a 10-pound dumbbell. I could do some curls with this and get nice contractions. 100 ml come like this. 30 ml comes in a glass. Still has the cap, and the cap is a good cap, like good weight to it, nothing too cheap. Same thing with the 100 ml. Now the 100 ml does feel a little bit cheap, but it got like some air in it and stuff, things like that. But overall, we don't care about the bottle. But if you do care, this presentation is kind of nice. Now let's talk notes. In the opening, you're gonna get hit with some lime, bergamot, and some ambroxan. In the mid, you got sea salt, cardamom, neroli, and coriander. And in the base, you have driftwood, sandalwood, ambergris, and some patchouli. Fam, the first thing you're gonna notice is that this fragrance is spicy, aquatic, with a slight citrus undertone. The first thing I notice is the sea salt mixed with the cardamom combination. Damn, this fragrance has a beautiful opening. The opening on this fragrance, I'm telling you, the first 15 minutes is addicting. Now, you do pick up a little bit of the neroli that's from the mid in the opening of this fragrance, so you can kind of see where it's gonna go from the citrus aquatic opening with a little bit of a fresh mid thanks to that neroli. Now, hear me out, fam. I don't know what happens as this fragrance starts to transition to the mid, but before it hits the mid, the lime note does start to project a little bit more. About 5-7 minutes into this fragrance, you're gonna start getting that lime citrus a lot more in the mid compared to what you were originally getting in the opening. But just know, the mid is still gonna be mostly neroli. It goes from aquatic and then becomes very fresh as it hits that mid. And then the dry down is mostly gonna be woody. That's gonna be thanks to the driftwood as well as the sandalwood that you're gonna get in the dry down of this fragrance. Now, you do got a little bit of patchouli that comes in, but it's mostly gonna be wood notes that you're gonna pick up in the dry down of this fragrance. I gotta say, fam, this is not like your typical blue fragrances. This fragrance is gonna be more aromatic. It's gonna have a huge aromatic side, but it's also gonna be very citrus heavy as well as woodsy heavy in the dry down. The one similarity that you will pick up from this fragrance is Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. This fragrance has a lot of similarities to that. Personally, I look at it as an aquatic twist on Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. So if you're already a big fan, and I'm talking about a huge fan of Dolce & Gabbana The One, and you wouldn't mind knowing what an aquatic twist on that fragrance would be like, bruh, don't look no further. Just go with Dunhill Icon Racing Blue, fam. This is an aquatic take of Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Now that we talked about that, let's go past method. Performance. Now, longevity on this one is gonna be around the same as Dolce & Gabbana The One. It's gonna be around that 6 to 7 hour mark. Now, I have been getting closer towards the 7, but just know when it hits that sillage, it's not as heavy as it is in that first hour. That first hour, I'm telling you, fam, the opening of this fragrance is so great, so addictive. You really could just spray the opening and be happy with that. Like, I've done that a couple of times. I'll reapply the fragrance in 3 hours just because it's that good. That opening is that addictive in this fragrance to me. Accessibility. You can find this fragrance on online discounters. You can find this fragrance at department stores. You can also find this fragrance at fragrance boutiques. Now, personally, I would say try to check it out at a boutique, something like that, to where you can actually sample it first. Is this a fragrance that I feel that people just need to go rush out and get? Nah, it's not along those lines. It is a nice fragrance though, don't get it twisted. And when you do find it, it's gonna be around that $30 to $40 price range. So you know your boy pumping out another B.O.B. fragrance for y'all, man. $40, affordable fragrance, and you're gonna get a nice designer scent profile. Now this fragrance is gonna be woody and aromatic. on point there. But also one other accord that I would like to account for is going to be the citrus accord that you get. And that's mainly going to be coming from the lime and the bergamot that's going to be in the opening. And the citrus accord does linger throughout majority of this fragrance. It's just not the dominant accord that you pick up. Situations: spring, summer, fall. Really stick towards this one during those high heat situations or those transitional periods. Now throughout the day, you can wear this fragrance during the day, but I don't know, man, it's something about that day to evening time. I wouldn't say night because it doesn't really have what I'm looking for in the nighttime fragrance, especially if I'm gonna be out with my lady. Now if I'm out with the fellas, you know, this can pass, but as far as the date scent, I don't know about all that, fam. I can think of a couple of other things that I might want to reach for. This to me is the casual, could be an everyday driver. This could even be a work fragrance. Like, this is a nice one. This could be used in a lot of situations. Overall, this fragrance is some gas. The main thing I want y'all to take away from this video is an aquatic take on Dolce & Gabbana The One, the EDP. If you already like the EDP concentration of The One, and you think that an aquatic twist or a take on that would be something that you would like, fam, you really do need to check this one out. Again, BOB safe, under $40. You can get a 30 ml like me, especially if you got a nice collection. You can get a 30 ml like me and be good. This one's lasted me a good while. This is a nice, mass appealing fragrance that has the aquatic side, and it has the DNA that a lot of people are gonna look for in a possible everyday driver type of fragrance. Don't cheat yourself, man, treat yourself. The Dunhill Icon line has a lot of great fragrances, and I will be doing a deep dive throughout that whole line. I have almost all of them, and I can attest to this now. The Dunhill Icon line might be the most underrated, cheapy, affordable designer fragrance line out there. But that's just my take on it, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Did I get this right? Do you enjoy this fragrance if you have it? Or does this not even sound like something that you think you would even enjoy? Let me know down in the comment section, and let's see if we can help somebody out. But with all that being said, we about to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Stay on your square. Stay on your purpose. Don't let nobody take you off of it, fam. D4G, truly blessed. That stand for greatness. We out.